Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into the latest episode of Survivor. But guess what, y'all? Guess what? Your girl is back at home. Now, this is a virtual background, but I only do the virtual background at home. I'm so happy to be back in my house. I'm so happy for my house to be, it's probably 95% finished. Like, we're just waiting on a deep clean and our new furniture to be delivered. Hey, Eric. So I'm telling you, I can't wait. It's been an extremely long process. In the process of me moving back in from the hotel, I lost my laptop chargers. So I'm not going to be here real long tonight because I don't know how much power I got. And I have to go through all of my stuff and find my laptop charger. Craziness. But at least, hey, Dejan, at least I'm back in the house. So thank you all for your patience. I know I haven't been doing lives as much as I was in the past few weeks because it's hard to do those lives in the hotel, one. And then two, once I move back in the house, I've been just hitting the ground running, getting stuff set back up. And I think maybe one more week I'll be back whole. Like maybe this time next week I should be back 100% and I'll be so happy. We got all stars for next week. I cannot look, Dejan. Announcement number one. Let's get right to the announcement. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Announcement number one. I do have the link for the Fantasy League for All Stars 4. Now I know the first thing y'all gonna say is, "Girl, you forgot to set up your link for Survivor." I did forget. But I know y'all not gonna let me forget for All Stars. Plus, I really, y'all know how much I love the challenge. So you know what to do. Get in the DMs. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter. Everything is Kiss My Cheeks TV. I will send you the link. I will we really got to get this All Stars for a fantasy party together. When can we do the fantasy party? I'm thinking, okay, so announcements. Tonight is Thursday. We're doing Survivor. Tomorrow night is kind of bad. Ugh, this weekend is really hard. Sunday night, I am doing a live um Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to say your YouTube channel name wrong. When I look it up, I will put it on the community wall. But I am doing a live with another content creator on just pre-gaming All Stars 4, and that'll be Sunday night. So maybe after that live, we can do our fantasy party. Cause I want to do it this weekend. Sunday night is gonna be busy. Maybe Saturday night we might do it. Y'all put it in the chat when y'all want to do it. Saturday night or Sunday night. If it's Sunday night, it's gonna have to be late because I have an event Sunday night. So it'll be late Sunday night or it'll be Saturday night. Let me know in the chat, but I do have the link for the All Stars 4 Fantasy League. Hopefully, I find my laptop charger by the end. DM, you going to the Escape concert, and since I don't have my laptop charger, I can't work my mouse, so it's kind of hard for me to click y'all comments on the screen, but I see them. I'm going to see Escape in SWV in August as well. What city will you be in? Because of course they not coming to Memphis, so I had to go hook up with some homegirls and my sister, and so we'll be in Chicago. But what city will you be in, DM Rocks? um, any other announcements? Last night, like I said, this has been a really crazy week. I have not watched the latest episode of Summer House. So I got with Abby and we decided we will catch up the Summer House reviews next Wednesday. But then I just remembered I have boot camp on Wednesdays now. So I'm gonna have to get with Abby and see what we're gonna do with Summer House. But I'm rocking with the competition shows. You know, when it comes to the competition shows, I will hold strong to those. That's Survivor, the challenge. I did not know Traders UK had a season two. I have watched episode one. Y'all know I watch everything Traders. If you want to talk about Traders UK season two, let me know. I don't mind doing a live, but if not, I'm just gonna binge watch it all. And the Circle is back too. I will be reviewing the Circle. I saw that they dropped a preview for the Circle, so we might go over that this weekend. You know, as my house is getting back to normal and my life is getting back into its normal routine where I'm not, uh, you know, well, I'm gonna get back to it. So I'm just happy you all were patient and work with me. Oh, you going to LA? I still have not touched ground in LA yet, and that is one of my goals. Like one year, I'm gonna go to LA and just kick it. Maybe find me a concert to go to. But we're gonna have to talk about the concerts, after we watch it. But okay, let's get into Survivor because, like I said, I don't know how much power I have on this laptop, so we gotta go. We're finally at the merge, y'all. No more Yanu, no more Siga, no more Nami. This light is so bright. My ring light is so bright. At the hotel, I didn't have good lighting, and now it's like way too bright. I'm kind of. It's not really too much to talk about this merge, because it wasn't the it could be anybody type of merge. Like it was like your tribe name a person, your tribe name a person. Okay, we're gonna pick between these two people. Where y'all had 6 people to really run through. And I really felt y'all picked the wrong person to go home. But let's talk about the episode and we'll get into it. Open up. I don't care about Mariah being on the outside of the vote. They still Siga strong. They're still Siga strong. Yanu was celebrating that, they didn't have to go to tribal council. I'm so happy for Yanu. Like, I could, them the only people I'm really rooting for, and really only Tiffany and Q, because Kenzie, I still got my eyes on you. I just, it's something I don't trust. I don't trust. But I like Kenzie. It's just a fraction of trust has been broken with me. I feel like it was giving Kenzie the edit of the narrator. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Like, is that a winner's edit? I try not to read too much into that winner's edit thing, but I did notice Kenzie was really narrating a lot this episode, which I ain't mad at it. But let's get over to Nami. Nami got that merge letter. And Hunter, okay, we finally figured out what happens to Hunter's vote in this idol because we didn't really know. So, like, pause. I'm gonna come back to Hunter, but pause. Since Jim went home with Sika's idol, are they going to plant another idol somewhere on the merge beach? Since Jim went home with it, because Sika has to know that she went home with it, because none of them, they know the idol was found. They know that Beware Advantage was found. They have to know that Jim had to be the one to have it, because all of them were out there looking like idiots looking for it. So are they going to put another idol somewhere on Nami's beach since Jim went home with it? And since they're the only ones that know Jim went home with the idol, are they going to be the only ones looking for this extra idol out there on Nami's beach? I guess that's just something we're going to have to watch and see. I don't know. I agree with Venus. Why take someone out who's at the bottom? Let me see if I can click on these comments with this iPad. Oh, okay. I agree with that. We're gonna get to it. So Hunter is allowed, since their tribe never went to tribal council. He has until they step foot on the beach to find that idol, or he loses his vote again. I feel like Hunter had the easiest task. Go over there and look by the stairs and search around for the key. Like, he didn't have to solve. I mean, I guess he had to solve a word riddle, but I wouldn't have figured it out. But I'm not in camp, so I didn't know that they had stairs by their camp. But everybody else, she had to figure out a math problem with a machete. Tiffany had to figure out a word problem with no clues. I felt like they gave Hunter the easiest one, but probably because he had the least amount of time to find it. But anyway, Hunter is sitting by the stairs. He knows he has to dig underneath these stairs to find the key. And I found it hilarious. The whole time he's at those stairs digging, Venus and Soda are up there arguing about I don't even remember what. But I'm like, I know y'all not for real. This man right here is getting ready to find an idol in y'all face, and y'all up there arguing instead of looking at what he doing. And he just a digging and a feeling. And I'm like, I really, I don't dislike Hunter. I really don't dislike anybody. This is why this season is really, really hard, because I don't dislike anybody. Liz, I still got my eyes on you though, Liz. Was it Liz? I think it was Liz, Mariah, and Mackenzie. I'm eyeballing y'all, but I don't dislike anybody this season. So I'm like really rooting for everybody. Everybody black first though, but then everybody. I ain't have to say that. I just don't like Charlie, the Taylor Swift fan. Charlie has grown on me. I don't know what it is about that Taylor Swift versus Metallica song off him and Ben did, but that entertained me, and I was like, oh, now if I was sitting out there, I probably would have been highly irritated. But I like everybody. I don't dislike anybody. But Charlie finds his key and he gets his idol. But I forgot he still lost his vote from the other week when they had to put all them buffs in a row. And I feel like y'all just wanted somebody to lose their vote anyway, because who was getting ready to do that? Tell me for real. Now, somebody on Twitter was like, I could have did it. But for real, who could have put all them buffs in a row? So Hunter lost his vote and whatever. So that's the setup. But at least he found the idol. Cool. So now Hunter has an idol. Tiffany has an idol. Tevin has an extra vote because I forgot about that little poker game they was playing. Maria done wasted her extra vote. Girl, what was you thinking about? But that was last week. I'm going to let that go. And who else has an advantage? I think all them little journey trips, they haven't been winning advantages on these journeys, which I'm happy about, because in seasons of the past, I felt like it was very advantage heavy. Like everybody has some in their back pocket. I kind of like the more old school feel of it. It's a couple of idols out there. It's an extra vote out there. Not too much. Don't mess it up, Jeff. They already got these freaking shots in the dark that I cannot stand. I cannot stand the shot in the dark. But don't mess it up. Don't go throwing out all these crazy advantages. Let's just keep it where it is and let it play out. Now, everybody get together. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. Hey, what's going on? Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's chit-chatting. Sika has already said, we are not going to let them know it was not a unanimous. Don't want anybody knowing that Mariah is the crack in Sika. I don't understand why Mariah played with that. You see, Venus, as soon as the people got on the beach, Venus was working. Hey, how you doing? I can't stand soda in them ass. I want to come over here and work with y'all. What's going on? Venus got to work as soon as they sat on the beach. But here go Mariah. No, it was a unanimous vote. Everybody, they couldn't stand Jim. We had to get rid of her. Girl, you up in here lying just to go home. You lying for these people just to go home. I would have been like Venus. I would have told somebody. I would have told somebody them four over there are tight. Tight. You can't break them, but you could use me. I could be a vote for you. But anyway, that's hindsight 2020 for Mariah. Anyway, of course, we know Yanu is strong. We all know Nami is full of cracks. Like, Soda can't stand Hunter. Hunter can't stand Soda. Nobody likes Venus. Tevin is king of the castle. Who else is over there? It's Tevin, Hunter, Soda. It's somebody else on Nami Liz. Liz just happy to be there. She on a corporate vacation because she got her $1 million in the bank, probably a couple of times over. She just out there having a good time. Liz is so forgettable, but at least now we don't have two people that look alike on the show. It's just one of y'all now. Y'all think Liz is gonna activate, like, girl, you gonna do something in the game, or you just gonna tell people how much money you got and how many businesses you sold? I don't know. But anyway, um, the Tevin Mariah conversation, I thought that was very interesting because they both picked up game on each other. Not Tevin, but Q. Q. Mariah picked up that Q is a very strong player, a leader. He knows how to gather votes. He knows how to rally troops. Q quickly picked up that Mariah is a super fan and that she can't be trusted because she knows how to maneuver through this game. She knows how to play it soft, how to play it hard. And I feel like the super fanness of it all got Mariah kicked off, but I don't understand how Mariah. Do you know how many super fans are on this season? You got Hunter sitting over here with a house, not a closet, not a storage unit, but a house full of Survivor puzzles, the entire house. And y'all got rid of Mariah. Okay. All right. One thing I noticed, and you all let me know if you noticed the same thing. Q is getting set up in the edit as being the one that needs to be satisfied. Like, oh, Mariah got to go. She a super fan. She too strong. I can't fool with that. And then we saw what happened with Venus when she got saved or whatever, but she said, no, I want Charlie to go. Then he was like, Venus, too much. She can go. I feel like Q is always the one leading. He's the vocal leader. When Q, I feel like you still a part of the purple team. Brain freeze. Is it Yanu? You still only 3 strong in this. You're still only 3 strong, Q. Yeah, y'all in the middle and y'all could flip. But they could easily, Siga and Nami could easily come together and say, look, let's just pick the purple team off and then we'll fight each other later. We could battle it out later. So I feel like you're still not strong enough in the game to be so loud and vocal with your leadership. You need to fall back like Tiffany and Kenzie and have people give information to you. And you be like, okay, well, I'm just a swing, but I'm on the side. I'm listening to everybody. But you're the one out here saying, no, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I'm making this alliance. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like when you step your foot out there as a leader, especially in the merge, when you stand up too tall, they got to chop you down. And then they just going to keep chopping until it's the people that are moving in silence sitting in the final 3. And Q, you just up here doing too much yapping. For me, I just wish Q wasn't so vocal and they could go. I don't like that because you aren't the only person out there that needs to be satisfied, Q. Now let's get back to this +1 alliance. Didn't I tell y'all Siga can't be trusted? Didn't I tell you the way Maria read Tim down? I was at home cracking up because Q is out here filling things out with Maria. Did you have a talk with Tim? He told you about the journey. And Maria like, yeah, he said y'all did XYZ. Y'all ain't played the game, so y'all got back on the boat, and he trying to figure out if she knows about the alliance because Hunter quickly told Tevin about it, and Tevin is down. I don't understand why Tim, number one, said Maria was his number one. Why didn't he say Ben? And then number 2, if you're going to create an alliance with somebody in it, why not tell them that at least you created the alliance and I threw your name out there? So Tim finally has the conversation with Maria, and it's like, look, I put you in this alliance. You down with it? It's the strong ones plus one, and you my plus one. And of course, we learn from Rob and his podcast. Remember, who is it? Stephen Fishback. You never say no to an alliance. I don't care what it is. You never say no. You lie in their face. You be like, oh yeah, I'm a part of the alliance. Yeah, we down. Click it up. Whatever kind of handshake y'all want to do, high fives, whatever. It's an alliance, and then behind my back, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. But who cares? So Maria did that. Maria is a super fan. You never say no to an alliance. You always say yes, and then just do what you want to do. That's for Big Brother as well. I don't understand. You never say no. You always say yes, and then just do what you want to do. Who cares? But this loops in to Venus. I know I'm going all over the place, but the whole point of this conversation is that I think they voted the wrong person out, which was Mariah. So Maria says she's in the alliance, but in the confessional, she talking about Tim ain't my number one. He ain't even my number two. He 3 at best. I'm like, damn, it wasn't but 6 of y'all. It wasn't but 6 of y'all, Maria. We all know Charlie is Maria's number one. But then, what I tell y'all about the parent alliance? Melissa, Asaf, all of y'all coming out here. Oh, my kids. Oh, you got some kids too. Oh, how precious. We all birth children, or we all created children. How great. Oh, let's be in a that parent alliance is the first one that flops. If somebody ever come up to you on one of these game shows talking about, oh, you have kids, oh, I have kids, let's work together for the kids. No, immediately that alliance is fake. Because don't nobody give a damn about your kids but you. It might sound harsh, it might sound mean, but when we all playing for $1 million, I'd rather my children have the million than yours. Now, if it just so happens to be that I lose the game and you win, I will be happy for you. But while we are within the game, I don't give a damn about nobody's kids but mine. And I feel like everyone feels the exact same way. So I'm just saying, because Maria ain't even put him at 2. Of course, Charlie is 1, but the parent alliance didn't even come in second. So what you telling me, she values Ben more than Tim? She valued Mariah more than Tim? Hell, Tim is at the bottom of Maria's totem pole because she don't give a damn about Jim or Mariah. I'm just saying. I feel like, Tim, that's something you should have figured out at your home beach. So when you came to the merge, you could have been straight up with Q and Hunter. Look, Maria ain't in. Maria ain't really feeling this, but I could loop in Ben, or I don't know. But I feel like that +1 alliance is not going to work out. I feel like Q and Hunter and Tevin might be the strongest, because from the preview, and we never know how these previews really are edited, it looked like Mackenzie and Tiffany is over Q and his vocal leadership. They over him next week too, because nobody wants to feel like it's one person that has to call all the shots. Because when we get down to the final 3, me, Q, and Kenzie can't sit here talking about we made all the things together, because perception is what counts. On the beach, Q up here being the loudest is going to be seen as the leader, and y'all 2 were his minions. Even though Banu said that Kenzie was the leader and Q and Tiffany were the minions. A mess. Are they even thinking about Banu anymore? That +1 alliance isn't going to last, and we'll get targeted. Look, I don't see it lasting past next week. It shouldn't have lasted past this week. Let's go ahead and get to my point at hand. So at the merge feast, I forgot to talk about the little challenge. They did a cute little obstacle course challenge. It was pretty much guys versus girls, because it was all the girls with Charlie, all the guys with Kenzie, and Tiffany was in the middle. And Tiffany said, Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm going to be with all the guys and Kenzie. I'm putting my money on them. Even though, look, even though I didn't know how Soda's ass, because you know, Soda is a little bit thick, but she's strong. I said, I don't know how they gonna get Soda's ass over this big ass ball. They pushed Soda's ass up that ball, and she got to kicking them legs. And all you got to do is get a grip on that knee and pull the rest of your body weight up. Soda got up there. Then they had Soda hanging down. Mariah was holding on to her ankles. No, Maria was holding on to her knees. Mariah was holding on to the ankles, and they pulled Charlie up that ball. I said, y'all better work it out. And the fact that all the guys plus Mackenzie versus all the girls with Charlie, and you would think of Charlie as probably one of the weakest guys. And the challenge was this close. It wasn't no landslide. This close. Now Hunter pulled it off with that puzzle. Hunter said, I got this puzzle in my closet at home. Just put me in, coach. We about to win. And that's what happened. They put Hunter in and he went bloop, 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 and they won. So I was happy for them. So y'all already watched the show. All the guys with Mackenzie and Tiffany can't be voted off. And all the girls over there with Charlie is up for elimination. I was so happy Yanu had a night off, another night off, because I mean, they've been the only one playing this game all season. We want to see somebody else play. So I was really happy for them. I was happy they got food. They were really the only ones that never got any comfort or any food. So I was really happy for Yanu. And they get around the merge feast and like, look, Yanu's safe. So it's between Siga and not me. It's going to be one of y'all today. So Siga immediately was like, we don't give a damn about Venus. You know, she could go. And then that wasn't Siga, that was Nami. Siga talking about, we really ain't got no name for you. I don't know. You know, I guess, you know, I don't really know. And I was the whole time looking like they getting ready to vote off Siga because y'all can't even put a name out there. And I think people was over Venus enough and people cared about Tevin enough that if Siga would have immediately said, you know, we don't really want to work with Mariah, they probably would have voted Venus ass out. They probably would have gave Tevin his way. But Siga was all, you know, it ain't really nobody. I don't know. We're a little bit too close. You know, why I gotta be a Siga? And you know, I'm just like, y'all really just raising y'all hand to go home tonight, right? Finally, what's his name? His name Tim. I done forgot the black man name on Siga. Is it Tim? I'm gonna figure it out by next week. He finally get up here and say, well, you know, I'll give a name. I will give a name. I will give Mariah. And then, and you know, that's all Q had to hear because he already ain't trust Mariah from up the path a day ago. And so I'm like, we really gonna waste the first merge boot on Mariah? We ain't even know her damn name into this episode. We ain't seen this lady say 2 words into this week. And we really gonna vote out Mariah? Who it looked like y'all, all of y'all could beat her in individual immunity. But that's really who y'all want to go home? I mean, if we gotta pick somebody to go, I mean, the main thing I want to say is we get back to the beach and everybody's saying Mariah, Mariah, Mariah. And somebody walks up to Venus and it's like, I think it was Mackenzie. Look, and we had the conversation. It was between you or Mariah, and we're going to pick Mariah. Venus is like, that's dumb. Immediately, okay, bitch, it's you then. Because I said it's you or Mariah. What you mean that's dumb? You want to go home? You need a cigarette, girl? What's going on? What you mean? I ain't have to put Hannah back in it. I'm still mad at Hannah from last season. But anyway. Okay, that was my husband texting me, but I can let that go for now. So Venus does make a good point. if we're gonna get rid of a Siga, why Mariah? Why not Charlie? Now, I don't recall in the moment if she said why a girl, like I would never vote out a girl. I don't think she meant that because she would have gladly voted out Soda if you ask her to. Like if you would have said Soda could go, she would have clearly wrote that on a piece of paper. So I don't know if somebody put 20 on 10, but whatever. I was kind of with I was kind of with Venus. Like, why do we have to get rid of the person that they want you to get rid of? Like, if we're gonna break up Siga, let's break it up. Because it's clearly if they put Mariah's name out there, she's clearly on the bottom and they want her gone. I would have got rid of Maria. I don't know why Tevin, Hunter, Q, none of them have clocked in that Tim did not tell Maria. And when Maria was told, she wasn't all like, oh, yeah, well, that's a good idea. I want to be in. She was kind of like, I mean, I guess you put me in it. I'll be in it. You know, Maria really ain't with the plus one alliance. I would have got her ass out because Maria was the link. Maria was the one who was really holding Siga together. You get rid of Maria, now Tim could really be a part of your plus one alliance, and maybe Tim could bring over Ben or bring over Charlie. I really thought Mariah was a good person to work with because one, you could beat her in the challenges, and then two, she's smart. And if you would have worked with her, I think Mariah would have been loyal. And then even if you did say, okay, let's get rid of Charlie, I'm not mad at Charlie going either. Because if Charlie goes, that really frees up Maria to be in the plus one alliance because Charlie was her link to Ben. And Mariah don't trust her ass because she just got rid of Jim. So I don't know. I do feel like they voted the wrong person out. I felt like Venus had a valid point, but when you're the one, it's you or you can't just come out and say that's dumb. Because I don't know. Let's go. I really thought they had switched it up on Venus, but I feel like they did the right thing by getting the Siga out, but they got the wrong Siga out because she was already on the outs. Now you just got the Siga for it. Now, next week, y'all got to get another Siga out, or you did all of this for nothing. Because if all you do next week is vote out Venus, you right back at where you started with Siga versus Nami. And then if Tiffany and Mackenzie really start with their BS that I saw in that preview, oh, y'all knew y'all might as well. I'm telling you right now, Tiffany, and I know this is hindsight because this already been recorded. But if Kenzie don't give a damn about Q. Kenzie has been trying to get rid of Q since the day you and him met on that beach. Back when she had, I done forgot the other Asian lady. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. She went home too soon. And Banu. She was trying to flip them. Kenzie don't give a damn if you get rid of Q. Tiffany, I'm telling you right now, I bet you your survivor check. As soon as Tiffany agrees to get rid of Q, Tiffany, your ass is sitting on the Ponderosa bench right next to him. And then Kenzie gonna be the one. I'm alone. I'm Yanu all by myself. You know, she gonna Emily it out. Mark my words. Kenzie will Emily this thing out if you allow them to come for Q. You better play your idol for him, girl. You better do everything in your power to let Q be your shield and let him fool around with all the what they call them, the meat heads, the meat shields of the Hunters and the Tims of it all. I'm telling you, Tiffany, as soon as you get rid of him, you're next. Q is Qua. I already gave my speech about Q. He's too vocal. He's too vocal. He wants to be a leader. It's probably in his personality because he's like a number one real estate agent and he owns companies. He's probably used to being a boss, used to being a leader, used to making high dollar transactions, making stuff work out of nothing. Q is used to the hustle. So it's probably his personality, and he doesn't know how to sit back and chill. And I think that's going to be his downfall. I don't think Q wins the game. He's too vocal. They're going to take a shot at him. And he also, the way he speaks is like, they get on my nerve, they can go. Like he's always ready to throw somebody away if they do one thing that aggravates him. Except for Banu. I don't know how he had all the love in the world for Banu, but he don't have grace for nobody else. Everybody else, you cross Q, you could go. But he loved him some Banu. Hey, Zuda, I agreed. I was here for the potential flip onto Charlie. It could have been Charlie or Maria. I don't know why Mariah was the weakest person over there on that side. I don't even know how her name was in it. I wouldn't even look. When you don't have a choice, when did we start sitting around the table saying everybody throw out their weakest links and we're gonna vote one of them? The merge has always been the opportunity to get out a strong person. It should have been Maria or Charlie, period. Because who else was over there? Liz. We ain't worried about Liz and her 20 companies. Soda still got to get on Hunter and Tevin nerve a little bit more. Soda gonna have her day to go home. But I agree. I don't even know why y'all voted out Mariah, but good luck. Seeger really sitting here talking about we don't want to say it. I wouldn't have at that point. I wouldn't even have asked them for a name. I would have just picked. I'm like, okay, you ain't got to say a name. We'll just do Venus or Maria. How did y'all get to Mariah? I don't know. You with Cara say a name, or is she? Now it couldn't have been them because they were all safe. But I would have definitely said, oh, it's gonna be a Seeger tonight. Since y'all can't say a name, I guess we'll pick one. I don't know if y'all talked about this, but Mariah lying about it being a unanimous vote messed up her game. Agreed. Let's get to that because we're going to go ahead and jump to tribal council. If you have any other questions or comments, put them in the chat and I'll get to them. Plus, I can't even see. I got about 10 more minutes. So, tribal council pretty much was a bunch of nothing. The main part, because I honestly thought when they first got to tribal council, I thought they had already switched it to Venus because Venus was doing all that. I don't want to vote for Mariah. Okay, girl, well, we can go ahead and write your name down. So I don't know why at tribal council, Mariah thought it was the opportunity to come clean. Like, couldn't you feel it at the beach? If everybody else said it's Mariah or Venus, didn't Mariah get the hint that it was Mariah or Venus? Like, at what point didn't Mariah, I don't know why she felt the need to come clean at tribal council. Well, she thought it was going to turn into a live tribal council and we all getting ready to stand up and be like, ooh, she on the outs, ooh. Because technically, Tim already gave up her name, which was a clue. It should have been a clue. It should have been a clue that she was at the bottom. Now, the unanimous vote thing, I did already address that. I would have never lied. I don't give a damn about the rest of them, Seeger. I'm on the outs. Who want to work over here? I would have been like Venus. I did say earlier, Quad, that Mariah should have hit that beach like Venus and start finding other friends because she knew she was at the bottom. Even if they did stay Seeger strong and say they did go to the final 5 as Sega. Girl, you still going home before the fire make it. You still at the bottom of that. So, girl, I don't know. What about the fact that Tim did not tell Maria about the six-person alliance? Hey, Dean Rocks. I think Tim, I think Tim just threw a name out there. I don't think he's really close to anybody. I don't think he's close to Ben like the way people think they are. We know he ain't close to Maria because Maria said he number 3 on her list. And it wasn't but 6 people out there. We know he's not close to Mariah. We know he's not close to Charlie. So I think when they were on the journey talking about the +1 alliance, I think he just said Maria because they both had kids, but they really weren't that close. And maybe it looked like when they got to the merge and had that conversation on the beach that was their first real strategy talk, because Maria was like, okay, what's, and he was like, you my number 1, I put you in it. She was like, Maria. So I kind of feel like, should Tim have just said that? They've never given us anything in the edit that he had any kind of closeness with really anybody. If you really looked at Sega, and we really didn't, because unfortunately, Yanu was at all the tribal councils, except for the last one. So if we really look at Sega and the moments they showed us of camp life, if you really looked at Tim, he was always highly irritated. He's not into that Taylor Swift. Tim was not entertained by that Taylor Swift versus Metallica song off. He was over there rolling his eyes. When they be out there singing and dancing, Tim be like, I don't think he's really close to anybody on Sega. So he should have said, look, I ain't close to nobody. Let's just make it a 5. Or hell, let's bring in Kenzie and she could be my sister. Like, I don't know. But I don't think the +1 alliance is going to work out anyway, which is sad because I really felt like that's a good way for all of the Black people to get to the end, at least, because everybody was in it but Soda. But we can't have nothing. Maria is going to be the one that messes that up, because now that Maria knows, Maria at some point is going to have to make a choice between having this alliance protect me or me really protecting Charlie. And I think she's always going to take Charlie. And so Maria is probably going to be the one to sink that 6-person alliance. Watch next week, because she's going to have to start gathering troops. Maria's going to be the one to probably tell Ben about it. She's going to have to tell Soda about it. Venus. Maria, watch next week. Maria going to be gathering troops. Watch. She definitely going to tell Liz. I enjoyed that there was being open about this tribal instead of speaking in metaphors. Yes. I hate when they speak in metaphors. But why speak in metaphors when it's Venus or Mariah? Because even Charlie was like, I heard my name out there too. And you see, I ain't really scrambled because, Maria got my back. I ain't have to scramble too much. It wasn't going to be me. I like it too. I miss my mouse, y'all. I do have to agree with Jeff, though. This season does feel like an older season rather than a newer era one. And I enjoy that. Last season, Drew sitting up here making, is it metaphors or analogies? Whatever Drew was up there doing at Tribal Council with a 20-minute speech about some stuff I had to go look up in the thesaurus in my history books. I'm over all that. I like the mess. I like the shade. I like people saying it how they feel it to people's face. I like the old school era. I don't want to have to sit up here and just hear people talk to be talking. And I honestly, I don't really like all them live tribal councils either. Like, sit down. I can see Tiffany or Hunter winning this game. I can see that. It's so many different ways. I can Tiffany, I can see winning. Hunter, I don't know. I don't know because Hunter right now isn't playing for himself. Like he needs somebody to bounce off of. Like he needs a Tevin. He needs a Q. I haven't seen Hunter step into that, but Hunter could be. I'm gonna let Q and Tevin all over the beach. All over the beach running they gums, chomping at the lips. And I'm gonna sit back, and when we get to Final Five, I'm winning all the immunities, and I'm gonna win. I can see that Hunter is playing low, and what's messing up Tevin and Q is they're playing too loud. Tiffany is laying it low too. I want Tiffany to win. Tiffany and Hunter both have idols that no one knows about. Well, that's a lie. I think everybody on Yanu knows Tiffany has an idol. And I'm telling you, I don't trust Ken. It's something about Kenzie I don't trust. Kenzie gonna use Tiffany to get Q up out the game, and then she gonna flush Tiffany's idol and get Tiffany on up out right next. I don't know. But I think those are two good winner picks. Right now, do we think a single person could win? Because I don't see it for Ben. I don't see it for Liz. I could see Kenzie winning this game. I think Tevin is too loud. Soda is too loud. They're going to get rid of them. Hunter. Liz going to mess around and start talking about she got 20 companies and she sold 8, and they about to get Liz up and out too. So I can see that. I can see Tiffany, Hunter, and maybe Kenzie. If I had to throw a secret person in there, Maria, because everyone loves Maria and she's very isolated, like insulated is the word. Like she got the plus ones and Charlie and the boys, all them. If it was somebody talking about Beyonce 24/7 like Charlie does Taylor Swift, it would be a think piece all over Twitter. You think so? That'd be me. Especially if it was last year and the Renaissance just came out. I wouldn't even be out there. It ain't no way I'm missing the Renaissance to go play Survivor. That's a mess. That's a mess. But see, I can't name 100 Beyonce songs. My memory way too bad. I couldn't even tell you every song on the Renaissance, and I love the Renaissance. And they are thinking about. I'm over Taylor Swift. I mean, I'm happy she got some fans, but I'm happy Charlie isn't talking about Taylor Swift at the merge. Not yet. Or at least they put it in the edit because I'm over it. I would have been annoyed. Charlie would have had to go. As soon as he started talking about Taylor Swift, I'm like, oh, he can go. I don't want to hear no more about it. Y'all, I gotta go. Ooh, I was supposed to be at a meeting. I gotta work on my time management. I feel like Kenzie is gonna have a rough trip to the end because the information Banu gave. Yeah, but Banu gave her, look, Banu said Kenzie is the ringleader of Yanu, but Yanu is no more. If Kenzie could lay low and then pick it up around the final 8, I can see her winning the game, but she's going to have to get rid of one of Yanu's. I just feel like, have we had a success? I guess Yam Yam. Was that the Tika 3? They were the only ones who had a successful run of being a tribal that lost all the time and then still all made to the merge. Except for that one guy didn't make it. Was his name Charlie too? The guy with the glasses. Because Yum Yum and Carolyn made it. Y'all know I forget everybody's name. Y'all know I forget everybody's name. I think Yanu is too strong to repeat what Tika did. Because Carolyn, Yum Yum, what's his name? Daniel. I done forgot his name. The Tika 3 were looked at as weak physically. Q is Q look good. Everybody is out there like, that's the meat shield. Tiffany is very strong. I think they're going to want to get Carson. Thank you. I would have never remembered that. I think they're going to want to get rid of Tiffany and Q sooner than later before they run off and win up all the immunities. Because outside of Tiffany, Q, and Hunter, who else is strong? Maria? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Everyone is going to get annoyed by the way Q's talk to me. I agree. I agree. People are going to get really annoyed with how Q talks to people because he has that, and that's something I work on myself too, where other people are allowed to make input. Q has a very much, they can go, they done pissed me off, it's my way, or you could go. That's not gonna fly. And the fact that it's already in the preview for next week lets me know Q probably isn't going to make it but another week or two, because they are going to get tired of that. If you don't do it his way and you cross him, not everybody could go. You have to, I think some of the best Survivor players, even in Big Brother as well, are the people who could be in authority but not vocally, but people are coming to you with the info where they're like, these are the people we want out. What should we do? And you could put your opinion out there. Some of the best players are the ones who can put their opinion out there in a way to where you make it seem like it's someone else's idea, but you're still getting your way. And Q, the way Yanu should have been set up is, we really don't give a damn who goes home. Yanu should have been so unvocal. Is unvocal a word? Yanu should have been so unvocal. Like, they should not have cared, because number one, it ain't one of the three of you all. And still, even though Seagull lost the person, they still got more people than you. Q, Tiffany, and Kenzie should have been sitting back, eating their feast, letting the others duke it out of who they gonna get rid of on their teams. And they should have been looking like a tennis match. That's what they should have been doing. But Q has to be the one to say, it's gonna be Mariah. Mariah rubbed me the wrong way. Mariah did this to me. I don't trust her. It's always my vote, instead of saying, everybody probably would have still said Mariah because they wanted Siga to be weakened. He should have just sat back and let it work out that way. If that makes sense. I love watching Survivor. Right. And that's one thing I think I love about Survivor is every season is different. Some seasons, people let the strong people make it to the end. Some season, they cut them off at the throat. Every season is different because the people and their personalities and the way they want to play the game is different. I wish Big Brother would get back to that. Y'all, it's almost Big Brother summer. Because it's what, April? If they do Big Brother in the summer again, doesn't it start up around July? I can't wait for Big Brother. I didn't send in the audition tape. I ain't going on that show. I ain't got time to be canceled over there on the Big Brother, especially after all our opinions and predictions preseason. What happened in the preseason? I don't forget. Y'all, my memory is really, really bad. And this is probably a little bit too much of my personal information. That is probably, if I had to be scared of anything, it's losing my memory. Like, I don't know. Everybody has to get out of this earth some kind of way. It really scares me that I'm going to lose my memory. And because that's why I'm always playing brain games and stuff like that. But my memory is really, really, really bad. I think I need to express that to my doctor the next time I go, even though I know that she's gonna be like, girl, you too young to be worried about this. And I'm sure it's probably normal things that 40-year-olds forget. And it's probably because this is so off subject. I do play this brain game where your score is ranked amongst other people in your age range. And I'm always in the 90th percentile. So I'm like, oh, my memory ain't that bad, because a lot of them are memory games and things like that. So I'm like, I'm still up there in the 90s, so ain't that bad. But that is one of my fears. And I am a little bit like, I feel like I'm always telling y'all like I don't remember. But when I say that, I really am telling the truth. I really don't remember. But anyway, back to the comments. Because like Zuda, the point I was trying to make is I don't even remember what we said in the preseason. It's gone. Right. They should have been mute. They should have been mute at Tribal and at that merge feast. They should have been enjoying their food. This is y'all first time eating. Y'all ain't getting no fish. Y'all ain't getting no fruit. They did get some fruit though. But okay, y'all got a little bit of fruit. I know they had to be drunk too. Didn't they have about 5 bottles of wine on their table? But like, they should have sat there and just been like, so what y'all want to do? And then as a collective, the three of them, once they heard the argument, they could have sat back and said, look, do we want to go with Siga or Yanu, whatever their name is. Siga or Nami. That's what they should have did. But everyone kept putting them in the middle. Well, if it's 5 versus 5, so Yanu was in the middle. Yes, Yanu was in the middle. So y'all put y'all options out there and we gonna talk. And I guess at Tribal Council, y'all gonna figure out who we vote for. But they couldn't do that because they had this whole +1 alliance. What's crazy is that Q was talking about how bad Banu was at the game. And truthfully, Banu might have made it farther. Banu would have made it further because he would have threw all of Yanu under the bus. Yanu would have been Venus. I think everybody would have got rid of Yanu. But I think the point that I agree with Zuda is he's giving up too much information like Banu. Instead of being emotional and breaking down and giving up all of the information, Q he feels like because he's being a boss and he's being a leader, but he's still giving up too much information. Like at that journey, if those 3 men want to say, let's make a meat shit alliance and we're going to bring a +1, they should have never started naming names, because a real Survivor player would have came back and been like, Tevin is Hunter's #1, so Tevin got to go. Maria is Tim's #1, so Maria has to go. He was giving up the same names that Banu was doing. So really, I really agree with you, Zuda, but people just look at what Q is doing differently because he's not in an emotional breakdown as he's doing it. And it's going to be sad because I at least want all the Black people to make it to the jury. I don't know if they're going to do that. I got that heart. I hope everything goes well. Oh, thank you. You get that. Thank you. I ain't have to put all my personal business out there. But I just wanted to share that because everyone is human. We all have real fears, and that's one of mine. And I know y'all be sick of me saying I don't remember, but when I say I don't remember, it's I really, really, really don't remember. And I feel bad because I feel like, these shows, the competition shows are what I love the most. And I really want to center my content around it, but I just don't have that historian brain that the other content creators have. So I just have to be different and be more fun because I don't memorize everything. But anyway, y'all, I don't want to go down that memory loss rabbit hole. I don't have memory loss. I just don't. When the season is over, I forgot. Live, can you still hear me? See, this is why I need my mouse. I done I'm on this laptop swirling my finger and I done hit the wrong thing. But I was getting ready to end it anyway. You all, if you didn't hear me at the beginning of the live, I have the links for All Stars 4 Fantasy League. I will put them, hit me up in the DMs and I will send them to you. I'm thinking Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I don't know, but I will put it on Twitter so everybody knows when we'll do the fantasy party. This Sunday, I am collabing with another YouTuber on All Stars 4. I will let you all know. I will share that on the community wall when that is. I would like to do something fun with All Stars 4 with anyone who wants to play along with me. I'm going to make an announcement about that maybe Friday or Sunday when I do the video. I do want to do the fantasy league, but I want maybe, yes, All Stars 4 is next week. Get ready. We've been waiting, begging, praying to see Cam, Leroy, Cara, all of them on our, Rachel, all of them on our TV again. They finally letting us watch it. So a few of you, if you want to play along, I want maybe 3 or 4 people. Well, 3, because I'll be one of them. When we do the fantasy team, where we draft people, and you like once somebody picks somebody, that's it. You can't, nobody can have the same people, just to see who would win that way as well. But I'm gonna put that out there when I do my All Stars 4 video. And maybe the first 3 people that are willing to come up, you don't have to get on camera, but you do have to at least come up so we can draft our teams. And I just want to do a fantasy league that way as well. Okay, Zuda, you're in. So now I need maybe 2 more because I think it's 24 people. So that means we all can pick 6, but it's no double ups, no double ups. But I'm gonna put, Lord, people are texting me. I'm gonna put that out there, y'all. But yeah, we want to see all the Black people make it. Yes. Thank you, Zuda. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But again, that's all the announcements I have. Let's get ready for All Stars 4. And I will put all that content up this weekend. And again, I'm back in my house. I probably have another week worth of housework to do before my house is 100% whole. But I'm at like 96% whole. So I'm satisfied with that. Tomorrow I got to get a deep cleaning. We have a cleaning lady coming out to get all the construction dust up and out the house. And then Saturday, we finally get our new furniture, and I finally get a living room where I can sit again. Like, I'm so excited, y'all. And I'm just, again, I thanked everybody at the beginning, but if you missed the beginning, I want to thank you again for rocking with me. I know I haven't been doing the content as much because, I've been at that hotel for 2.5 weeks, and I'm back. Let's just say I'm back. I'm happy to be back home and happy to get the content up and going again. So I will be back out there. Now, the only thing I do is find my laptop charger cord, or I'm gonna have to go out and buy another one. And I really don't want to buy another one. But anyway, y'all, before I get to running off at my mouth like Q and them, Let me say like, share, comment, please subscribe. We have a lot of good stuff coming up. The circle is coming up. Traders UK 2 is on Peacock. And again, if y'all want me to review it, let me know because I watched episode 1. But if we don't want to review it, I'm just going to binge watch it all. So, but for you all that want to watch all traders like me, UK season 2 is out there. I finally stumbled across that. So, okay, I'm getting off here. I will see you all. Tomorrow is Friday. I don't think I have a live set up tomorrow, but I will be back this Saturday. I believe Drag Race is on my channel. So I will see you all Saturday for Drag Race. Yes, the circle is next week too. And y'all know Netflix isn't releasing like 3 or 4 episodes of the circle at a time. They're going to do like traders and release 1 episode a week. And Netflix, I'm already over it because the circle has really good cliffhangers, but they would give you like 6 episodes at a time, so you wouldn't feel like it was that much of a cliffhanger. But I think it'd be easier to review since they're releasing 1 episode 1 week at a time. But I kind of like to just go ahead and watch the circle, but whatever. Y'all getting sidetracked again. I talk too much. I was saying all of that to say go ahead and subscribe. Your girl will be reviewing. I'm back. All right, y'all. Let me get off of here. I will holler at y'all later. I will see you all this weekend. Have a good one, y'all. Thank God tomorrow is Friday. Bye.